Having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
And let me just say this, because quite frankly, I am to the point where I am completely over all of this Erika Kirk stuff. This was a comment that I left under that video when I came across it earlier on Instagram. I said, honestly, at this point, the more she talks about it, the more ammunition that she is giving them. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't at this point. Don't even waste your breath, because with all the accusations and the conspiracies currently surrounding Erika Kirk, it has already made its rounds in too many people's minds that even if they are not blaming her, they are still questioning her. So everything that she says and does is not gonna help her cause. It's not gonna stop people from thinking these things, because the podcasters are still gonna continue. The conspiracies are still gonna continue, and it's never gonna stop. Comedy skits, they're gonna continue, and if anything, they're probably gonna get a lot worse now that they know that it is bothering her. To be quite frank, nobody even cared what she had to say. Everybody was so worried about comparing her to Eminem and coming out with more memes and more jokes to make about her outfit and how her eyes looked and how she was staring and how she was breathing. At this point, everyone's mind is already poisoned with how they want to feel about her, and they're not changing their mind. And I personally feel bad for her, because Shorty has been going through it since Charlie Kirk was assassinated. But I am to the point where I feel that if she wants to quiet the noise, then she really needs to continue in the path of what Charlie Kirk was doing. If her goal is to continue his legacy, then when I see her behind that mic, I don't care to hear about Druski or Candace Owens. I care to hear more about what Charlie Kirk was talking about, exposing organizations and talking about politics and all this other stuff that's more important. I know she cannot replicate Charlie Kirk. She will not be another Charlie Kirk, but at least continue the legacy where his show stopped. I would like to go back to seeing those kind of videos on Charlie Kirk's show. I don't want to keep hearing about this fucking Candace Owens conspiracies or Druski making whiteface. When Candace Owens finally comes out with some definitive proof that puts Erika Kirk behind bars for Charlie Kirk's assassination, then y'all come back and let me know. Until then, I don't care about it anymore. Because guess what? The truth always prevails. The truth will come to light if some funny shit was done. But since Erika Kirk has taken over as CEO, the only thing I am constantly seeing her feed into is the negativity surrounding what other people are thinking about her or what other people are posting about her. And I understand that it can be frustrating. I understand that some people really don't like her because they are very convinced by some of the information put out by Candace Owens and other podcasters. But what is the point in addressing it, in my opinion? I mean, at the end of the day, it's not helping her cause. It's making it worse, because now people are just, like I said, they're just being given more ammunition. More things to post about, more things to talk about when it comes to Erika Kirk, more videos to stitch when it comes to Erika Kirk. I would rather his platform go back to the political debates and shaping the minds of the youth in our country today. Doing positive, great work to educate these kids, especially these college kids and high school kids coming out who are getting into politics. I would prefer to see them being educated on the truth. I enjoyed watching how Charlie Kirk's platform took on so many students and they went to campuses and did debates. And I understand going to campuses may not be safe for Erika Kirk ever again, but there are people out there who are still following in those footsteps, and that's the things that I would like to continue seeing. Not all of this hateful drama towards this woman that no one can prove. I myself question a lot of shit, as I've said in my other videos that I posted yesterday, actually. I said I'm not all for Erika Kirk. I'm not fully coming to her defense, because there is a lot of things that have come out that I have seen that made me question her. And I have a right to feel that way. If you don't, then by all means don't. That's not my problem. But I am to the point where I am tired of this fucking clown show. Erika Kirk is now just as famous as Charlie Kirk was. Before Charlie Kirk died, No one knew who Erika Kirk was. And now that she has taken on the mantle and put her fucking her feet in his shoes, and she has taken over his company, she is going to receive the same wrath that Charlie Kirk did. Cause it's not like it was easy for Charlie Kirk when he was in his position. I mean, look at how the fucking liberals celebrated when he was assassinated. So yeah, Charlie Kirk didn't get it easy as well. If anything, Charlie Kirk stood to what he was doing best, and he called people out, put out the truth, debated the politics. And in my personal opinion, I never saw him feed too much into the drama. When South Park made an episode about Charlie Kirk turned himself into a meme, and he enjoyed it. He laughed about it. He put the shit as his profile picture, and it still is. Sometimes you have to laugh that shit off and ignore and stay focused on the mission at hand. What's more important? Giving Candace Owens more shit to talk about to get paid off of you? Or shaping the minds of the fucking youth in this world right now? Giving people the courage to keep going out there and debating the politics, having the conversations. Because right now, the only conversation that we're having is whether Erika Kirk is lying, or whether Erika Kirk is crying enough, excuse me, my voice was cracking, or whether Erika Kirk is mourning enough. Like, if the girl cries too much, she's faking it. If she doesn't cry, she's faking it. If she stares, she's fake. It doesn't even fucking matter at this point. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Let's move on. Because if there was anything that Candace Owens had, or anyone else had on Erika Kirk, that was going to prove she had something to do with his assassination, it would already be out there, and not a whole bunch of speculations. So whether you believe Candace Owens or not, like, at the end of the day, y'all are just praying for this woman to fail, and I'm not praying for her to fail. I pray that the truth prevail, but I don't pray that she fails. I think that Erika Kirk needs to focus on shifting the energy from what she's wearing to how hard she's staring or breathing into a camera, and actually talk more about the important things that people want to hear that came from this platform.